Launching delay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am here with Dr. Carolyn Donovan. She is the lead flight director for the Challenger Learning Center. So today we got to witness a rocket launch. Do you think that the rocket launch was successful today?
I think so, definitely. They all went up and they all got retrieved.
And why do you feel it's important to teach students these rocketry skills?
Rocketry actually includes a lot of different science and math standards. They have to learn how to measure, they have to balance things. They are learning about force and motion, and it ties into a lot of really great science standards. And it shows them that science isn't something that you learn for a book, it's something that you get to do in real life, and it has skills that they can transfer to other aspects of their life as well.
This is Commander Robin Jackson. She leads the camp and is also certified by the National Association of Rocketry as a rocket teacher. The students today, they did a great job launching the rockets. Some of them had a little bit of trouble and you told them to wait 60 seconds before they restarted. So obviously there's a lot of moving parts in building a rocket. Can you talk a little bit about the process that the students went through in order to build these rockets and get to the point where they could launch them?
Right. So we started yesterday. We started building these rockets. It took us about 2.5 hours to build these rockets. The students start out with making sure that we do an inventory to have all of their parts inventoried, make sure they have everything that they need. And then we move on from there to the building phase of the rockets, where they are learning to cut with X-Acto knives. They're learning to measure to exact points. They're learning to glue specifically what needs to be glued, or they're learning to the amount of glue that they need in that building process. And then we move on to the finishing process. So a lot of the rockets that you saw today, what you heard the students saying was, we'll be launching this rocket. So they were able to name their rockets in the finishing phase, and inside their engineering, their rocket engineering journals, they were able to name their rocket, draw out their rocket, how they wanted their rocket to look. And then we took those rockets, those blank white canvases, over to a painting table. We painted them up, and then we used our Cricut to kind of create their names. And so they came up with their name, they chose the font, they chose the color that they wanted their name to be printed on their rocket with. And then we were able to come outside to the launching phase, where they inserted their engine, their igniter, their plug, and then they checked for continuity to make sure everything was hooked up the right way. We did a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they were able to launch.
And I told your mom this. There were words that you were saying and phrases that you were saying that I've never heard of before. So how did you learn all of this? How did you gain so much knowledge in order to be able to launch these rockets today?
Well, my teacher helped us with it, and she helped us build it all along the way. And yeah, I've built like 2 other rockets with my dad before, but this is my first one that went that high.